Welcome back, everybody, to the Angels franchise here on MLB The Show 26. Once again, thank you so much for all the support as we continue to move on. And we really fell apart in July. Now sitting at 52 and 62, 10 games under 500, in fourth place of this division. So I think we're just going to pretty much get through August, see where we sit. If we're in a wild card chase, we go from there. But the way this is turning out, it looks like probably no playoffs for us here in season number 2 as well. It was a great start. We'll see. Trout 2 home runs, Mayo a couple of home runs. Man, a lot of home runs in that game. But George Klassen 5 innings pitched, no earned, does get the win. He is 3-1, 3 Ks. So he is definitely showing himself for sure. And I think he's going to be a part of the rotation easily next year. I mean, as long as he finishes out the season, he doesn't completely fall apart, he's definitely in the rotation next year. No doubt about it. Elmer Rodriguez, on the other hand, we saw him struggling last time. He is really starting to struggle. He is now 5-10. And you know what? Even though he is going up, he's got a 1.47 whip, 4.76 ERA. Walks per 9 at a 4.21. Strikeouts have gone down a little bit as well. Still has a positive WAR at a 1.2, but I'm thinking we just kind of move him into the bullpen right now. He's just really struggling. He is, for at least 2 months, he's been struggling. So we're going to move him into a more long relief role, bring in Logan Henderson in the rotation for now. See how that works. All right, we got bases loaded, 2 away here against the Orioles in this top half of the 9th inning. And let's see if we have a little magic here with Zach Neto as we head to Camden Yards here in Baltimore. And we got to turn it around quickly. Obviously, this Orioles team looking to reach the playoffs. So that's down low for a ball. Neto, runners in scoring position, not good at a 176 clip. We'll take that away, 2-2. All right, got a chance here. Obviously, a walk would work as well. But we're going to rip this one, and that's going to get down, and it's going to get in that little nook out there. That's going to allow everybody to score, and we are going to tie this ball game up at 7 as Zach Neto comes through with a massive 2-out, 3-run double to tie it up. Man, that was huge. And now you got Mike Trout at the plate here. You know, we're one swing away. And, oh, man, I thought that was it. And so did he. You can see how mad he is. Just a tad bit late fastball. What was a fastball right over the middle of the plate? Man, that should have been a 2-run homer. But at least tie the ball game up. And now we go to the bottom of the 9th. Eric Lauer is going to be in this ball game. He'll take that down low as Jordan Westburg trying to get this Orioles team that run back and get the victory. Ground ball, Gavin Lux up with it over to first base. There you go. There's one away. It's so weird sometimes when you play now with quick counts, and then I jump into these games, and there's no quick counts, and you're just like, oh, yeah, I can take pitches. You know, it's crazy. But Pete Alonso's going to go down swinging, so 2 away here in this 9th inning. Tyler O'Neill to the plate, another dangerous hitter. You leave a ball over the middle plate, it's going to be ball game here for the O's. He did not like that call. He's going to challenge this one. Gives him probably a tad bit outside. Tad bit outside. I have at least seen the CPU lose those calls, so that's always good. I feel like, you know, sometimes with challenges they're always going to win, but swing and a miss in front of that circle change. Lauer gets out of the 9th, and we go to extras. We go to the 10th inning. Former Oriole Kobe Mayo to the plate to start off, and he rips this for a base hit in the right field. But it's hit so well that we're going to hold up the runner. No, that throw is absolutely terrible. We probably would have scored. But, you know, we'll hold him up. Logan O'Hoppe, all-star for us this year. Chance to drive in the go-ahead run. They bring the infield in. 0-1 here to O'Hoppe. Ground ball gets perfectly through past Gunnar Henderson. Trout's going to score. And we take the lead here in the top half of the 10th, 8-7. That is about as perfect as you could get with the infield in. We got 2 away, trying to just come up with another run. As Tucker Flint looking for that base hit to knock in Kobe Mayo. 2-2. And they're going to say we went there? Are you kidding me? The ump? Wow, that's a crazy call. We at least get one. We take the lead. Now Taylor Rogers comes in here looking for save number 20 of the season. Trevor Larnach is here to the plate. He's got a good game going. 2 for 4. Homer single. Trying to tie this ball game up here, first batter. And he swings through that sweeper. That's a nasty pitch, man. Let's go this away. 0-1. Leaves it up. Hits this one. Base hit. Trout up with it. Here comes the throw. Not even close. And the O's tie this ball game up in the 10th. Just the first batter in. Just left up that sweeper. And that's a blown save as we're going to get a double play ball, though. 5-4-3 double play. So now 2 away here in this bottom half of the 10th inning. But still tied up, and now Colton Cowser comes to the plate. And leaves it up again, and Colton Cowser doesn't miss. This one's going to be gone, and the Orioles will win this game in the 10th. 2 bad sweepers just hung up over the middle of the plate is the difference. Man, that is disappointing. You get the 3 runs in the 9th, you got the momentum in your side, you take the lead, and just like that, it's gone. So the Orioles will win 9-8. The Colton Cowser home run. So yeah, that's a tough loss. We'd lose 2-3 to Baltimore. Take the first game against the Yankees. Let's see how George Klassen did here. Not looking pretty good. Neto and Trout. Trout's up to 38 home runs. Klassen 3 2/3, 6 hits, 4 earned, 3 walks, 5 Ks. Tough start against the Yankees. He gets the loss. But we do get another win there. So we take 2-3 from the Yankees. They're battling for a playoff spot. Seattle, on the other hand, we can't seem to figure out as we get swept by Seattle. They're 74-51. They're going to be on their way to win the division. But as you can see, the wild card spot right now, we're 7.5 out. Yeah, I think we're pretty much cooked for any playoff contention. Unless we win like 10 in a row and somehow jump back into this, I think we're done for. So I think we're just going to start simming out here as we get swept by Detroit for 4 games. Yeah, that'll pretty much put a damper on. And now we've lost 7 in a row. Not good. Well, we'll take 2-3 from Texas. We'll lose 2-3 to Kansas City. And that'll put us at a 3-game set against Toronto and then finish out the month against Seattle. And then we'll definitely get to a September call-ups. I think we'll definitely get into at least a game with somebody we'll bring up here. We'll have to figure out who that's going to be. We take 2 out of 3 from Toronto. We split so far with Seattle. I want to take a look at this game real quick. Klassen, there you go. Good bounce back. 6 innings, 4 hits, just an earned, 2 Ks, 5 Ks, 2 walks. Gets win number 4 of the season. So good bounce back for George Klassen there. Great to see. You don't want to see him just completely fall apart. At least we got 1 win against Seattle. Can we get a second one here before we have that 4-game set? But you know what? Let's go to September calls. We have 2 guys to call up. We got to get 28 players on this roster. I was thinking about Tyler Bremner, but he struggled a little bit lately. So I'm thinking Trey Gregory Alford pitched well the entire season. You got like Ryan Johnson, like Dylan Jordan's not ready yet. So I think Trey Gregory Alford is going to be the guy that we are going to bring up here. He's going to get a start. 2.98 ERA, 1.2 whip, 10-6 so far this season. So he is going to be brought up here. Maybe has a chance to make the rotation next year. We'll see. Could be a trade bait as well. Who knows? Andy Rodriguez, I thought about bringing up here, but I'd like to just see him finish out the rest of the season, get as many bats as possible. But I'm thinking Kyron Paris. Because Pena, not yet. I don't want to bring him right now. I'd rather see how he does in spring training. Same with Joshua Lugo. Nicky Hoover, I think, is going to stay down for now. Same thing. He's going to get that spring invite. See how he does possibly make the roster next year. Fernando Reyes is another possibility. Nelson Rada. These guys, I feel like I'd rather just let them finish out the minor league season. I think that's where we're going with that. So I think Kyron Paris is the guy. Not bad season in AAA. He almost made the roster out of spring. And we'll bring up Kyron Paris, and that'll be your 2 September call-ups. We'll at least see Trey Gregory Alford here, and we'll take on the Athletics. They're looking for a wild card, a little bit out of the division of Seattle. Taking on Luis Severino in this, Sacramento A's team. And yeah, they definitely, it's just so weird playing in this little stadium like this. But Mayo's hitting well. Neto's hitting well. Look at Enrique Bradfield. That's fantastic. Look at Trout. Enters tied for the league. 40 home runs. Max Muncy is killing the ball. But Mike Trout, I mean, my only thing with Mike Trout is right now, I'm just hoping, because I've seen guys retire on here that are 35, 36 years old, which Mike Trout is. I'm just hoping he stays. I'm hoping this isn't the last time that we see Mike Trout. Please stay for at least another 2 years. I'm hoping as Mike Trout rips this one deep, it is carrying and it's going to be off the wall. Trout on his way to second base. And there you go, a double with one out here in this first inning. Yeah, he's just, 21 doubles, 40 home runs, having almost an MVP type season. I'm hoping he doesn't retire. I'm still going to be somewhat aggressive when it comes to the offseason. I think I have a plan going in. I think we're going to, obviously, we have to see who's going to be, up there in the free agent list. But build the bullpen. Maybe acquire another pitcher. And then I'm fine with bringing some of the young guys up. But I think, as Logan O'Hoppy's going to swing through there, if we can build up this pitching staff, I think we have enough offense, especially if you bring some youngsters up here, that this offense could be very solid. And then you just have a solid pitching staff, solid bullpen. We're not going to allow that many runs per game and allow the offense to bloom a little bit. I think we can make a chance at a wild card. I don't know about a division because Seattle's very good, as that's going to be flown out there to center field, so we don't get anything there in the first inning. And this A's team is very good too. A lot of talent. But we've built up, I believe, the minor leagues to where we could make a deal. Honestly, I'll be honest with you guys out there. If we get to the offseason, I would love to try to trade for ball skis. I mean, that would be because it's a very Pirates thing to do. As Paris has got that one. I think after this year, he's got one more year left of arbitration. Are the Pirates going to sign him? I don't think so. Now, it depends if they make the playoffs this year, see what they do. Man, Nick Kurtz having a very good season. 303, 36 home runs, 93 RBI. Man, Nick Kurtz is killing it. Got to put up with this guy for years to come, too. No. That was really close. Tyler Soderstrom has 27 home runs. This A's team is loaded. They got a lot of talent. As he rips this one deep, we're not going to trying to cut it off, which we do. Trout does, but here comes the throw in the second base. It's going to be cut off, and it's going to be a Nick Kurtz double here in this bottom half of the first inning, his 33rd of the season. But yeah, I would love to try to get Paul Skeens. Problem is, I don't think he's even going to be available. I'll probably have him on lockdown, but do you think, anybody out there's the question. If the Pirates say don't make the playoffs, we'll get them strike three, get Zach Geloff, and we'll get out of this first. Nice job there by the guy making his debut. Do you think the Pirates in another year or two would offer, possibly trading Paul Skeens? Because this is year number 2 of this franchise. We're 2 years deep. Do you think at this moment in time in real life, if you go into year number 3 all season, do you think the Pirates would or should trade Paul Skeens? It's a question. As this one's ripped in the gap by Chase DeLauder. Chance to score a run here, and we will score all the way from first base, and we'll take a 1-0 lead here in this second inning. Because honestly, I think they would. If the Pirates weren't making the playoffs, you know how they roll financially, how their, system is. I think they would make a trade, and I think we'd have enough talent to really get the job done. As Kyron Paris hits this one deep to left. Ball carrying out there. It's gone. Kyron Paris, 2-run shot. Take a 3-0 lead. This is a big, big month for Kyron Paris because if he can impress I mean, he's going to get the spring invite obviously back. He could be your starting second baseman next year. So, the real possibility. But that's a great start, 2-run shot as here comes Trey Alford looking for that 1-2 strikeout, but a ground ball, and Kyron Parrish showing the glove as well. Gets him. Gets Max Muncy, who's been killing the ball. But, what a play there by Kyron Parrish. Gloving it there at second base. Like I said, if he impresses, he plays really well down this month of September. Man, he has a chance to start. We head to the bottom half of the fourth inning. Nick Kurtz ripping that one, but Enrique Bradfield Jr. is there to bring it down. I mean, they're hitting the ball pretty hard. Yeah, Kurtz is like 100 off the bat, but that's just baseball. You make contact, you're just hoping your guys out there can make some plays. This one hit well, but the Lauder is there. We'll absolutely take it. It's not like we're mowing down every batter here, and they're really aggressive, too. They are, I mean, I know it's quick counts and it's already a 1-1 count, but, man, they are aggressive like every pitch.
That's out.
Take that outside for a ball. Very close. 2-1 pitch now to Zach Geloff, and he'll take that down low. So he's trying to draw a 2-out walk here to get the A's getting something here in this bottom half of the fourth inning. But he rips this one. Nolan Schanuel is there to snag it. Out number 3, 1, 2, 3, fourth. Right now, Trey Alford looking pretty solid. And I'm talking about, like, you know, Kyron Parrish. But Trey Gregory Alford, if I can speak, same thing. I mean, he has a real shot to possibly make the rotation next year. I think Klassen's in for sure. Man, that was a quick hook. It's not like Severino's pitch really that bad. Quick hook there, but they go to the bullpen, the A's. I mean, it's only a 3-0 game. He only allowed a 2-run shot. His pitch count wasn't too crazy. Here comes Mike Trout to the plate, but I think looking at what we got next year, I'm already thinking ahead. Oh, that was just terrible. Why did we swing at that? Obviously, Rogers right now the ace, unless we possibly, like I said, I think we might look to trade. I don't know if we're going to go out there and sign a free agent pitcher. I'd rather trade for somebody with maybe 2 years left on the deal or something to that extent. And like I said, unless I can get Paul Skeens. I mean, that's a different story. But I don't think that's going to happen. As this hit well by Kobe Mayo, going back, and it's gone. Kobe Mayo with a 2-run shot will build us up to a 5-0 lead. But yeah, that'll be the plan. I mean, Skeens is just not going to be available. That's like a fever dream. But yeah, I'd rather not give a guy like a 5, like Rogers. I don't want to give another pitcher like a 5-6 year deal, you know, near probably $30 million a year. I don't really want that. I'd rather somebody with a couple years left. You know, that would, to me, work out more in our favor. Jeremiah Jackson crushes this one deep to center. Do we have another one? And this one's going to go. See you later. He's killing it in real life. Jeremiah Jackson is killing it in real life. But he hit the 3-run shot last night to give the Orioles the lead, and that 6-run 8th inning to come back and beat the Guardians. And he's hitting the ball so well. But we got a 6-0 lead, and Max Muncy's going to rip this one into right field. But yeah, back to the plans as I'm talking through this. Pretty solid start from Trey Alford in his major league starting debut. He's already pitched out of the bullpen so far. As DeLauder's going to chase it down. I mean, Butler ripped that, but DeLauder with a fantastic defensive play out there. Yeah, bullpen is key. I mean, our bullpen's been very good this year, but if there is some bullpen arms in free agency, we're going after it. I know second base, third base is going to be a real question because I have a real possibility that guy right there at first base is going to be traded. I think we're going to try to put him in a deal and probably move Kobe Mayo back to first base, which opens up third and second. Obviously, you got Neto at short. But second, I mean, we'll see who's on the free agent list. But I want to give some of these young guys a chance. As that's a pop-up. Back to the plate. Ohapi underneath of it. 2 away here in this Bottom half of the 6th inning. I don't know if this will be the last inning for Trey Gregory Alford. Possibly. As this one's flown into center. Trout's underneath of it. He's got it for out number 3. But like Luis Pena, he's just killing it in AAA. I think he has a real shot at making the big league squad next year. No doubt about it. I don't know about Joshua Lugo, but we'll see. I mean, I think we're trending in the right direction as Mike Trout's going to absolutely rip this one out of the yard. Oh, he turned that back quickly. 430, home run number 41 on the season. Can Mike Trout lead the league in home runs? That would be really cool at 35 years old. We're getting very close to 500 home runs as well. We're getting there. I don't know if he'll reach it this year, but that might be, that's why I want him to stick around, because next year we could have 500 home runs with Mike Trout. It's one of those careers, it's kind of like Ken Griffey Jr. as we will finish up this game. Lauer finishes it off. Great start from, Gregory Alford. Fantastic. Showing the offense, and he gets his Major League starting debut victory. That is awesome. But yeah, like injuries, it's just, with Mike Trout, if Mike Trout would have just stayed healthy, he'd be near 600 home runs by now. And that's how Ken Griffey Jr. If Ken Griffey Jr., in my opinion, if he never had those injuries that he had, that he had the home run record. I have no doubt about it. I know Bonds would have been close, but in my opinion, Griffey might have had the home run record. You can go way back to Mickey Mantle. Like, if Mickey Mantle's not an alcoholic and doesn't blow up his knee, early on, and, if he doesn't have that, that dude's probably the most talented guy probably ever in baseball history. I mean, if you look at some of the home runs he hit, like he hits it over the facade of Old Yankee Stadium, which is just unreal, hitting into gas stations across the street. Yeah, Mickey Mantle's crazy. If you're too young to know anything, I mean, I'm too young to know about Mickey Mantle, obviously, but look up some of his highlights, some of his stuff. The guy's ridiculous. Yeah, we're 12 games out of the wild card. So we're done. We're completely done. It's not going to be a playoff. Man, it was such a great start to the season. Such promise. But it's not going to end up like we wanted. We were hoping to maybe battle for a wild card spot. It's not going to happen. But like I said, we are trending upwards. We only had 51 wins last year. So we're going to be in the 70s. We finished 75 and 87 to finish off this season. So it's a 24 win difference. We improved by 24 wins. We're trending way upwards. You have a solid offseason. Maybe we flip that record and it's 87 and 75. And you're looking at a wild card. That's what next season might have, could be. We'll see. But you can see Trout, 488 home runs. He's 12 away from 500. He had 47 this season. Man, what a career for Mike Trout. One of the best players ever to play baseball. Kobe Mayer, 33 home runs. Zach Neto, 29 home runs. Honestly, it was a big reason why I chose this Angels franchise. I've always thought about the Angels when it came to show franchises and never kind of pulled the trigger. And I said this year, no, we're doing it because I wanted to play with Mike Trout. And that's another reason why I never traded him. I just want to play with Mike Trout. Get 3-4 years into this franchise, he's probably going to retire at some point. So wanted to get some time with Mike Trout. Really cool to play with a guy like that. No doubt about it. Yeah, Christian Moore really went downhill. 215 average. OPS not there. I was hoping he might take over the second base spot. Man, I don't know. We're gonna have to look at second base. George Klassen, 7-3 with a 3.34 ERA. Man, he pitched pretty well. Elmer Rodriguez just fell apart, but I still think he's in the rotation next year. It's not like his ERA is like in the sixes and the whip, it's a 1.43. It's not like a 1.7 whip. He just kind of fell apart. But I think he's still in the rotation next year. Does Gregory Alford have a chance? Maybe. Just depends who we acquire. Because Peyton Tolley and Trevor Rogers, that is like a great 1-2 punch. But if we can almost add another 2 and move Peyton Tolley down, if you have Peyton Tolley at like 3, and then you have Klassen and Rodriguez, I mean, that would be a great rotation. He led us in fifth, 3.28. Rogers with a 3.65. Class in there with a 3.83. So, I mean, some of the other stats a little bit elevated, but I think George Klassen proved himself, and he will easily be in the rotation next year. No doubt about it, and hopefully he just keeps going up and up. That is what we're hoping for. The bullpen pitched pretty well this year. I mean, it's said it a million times, it can't be much worse than season number 1. That would have been the worst I've ever seen. O'Kurt was the one that but his whip's only at a 117. I mean, Ben Joyce, probably the worst arm out of the pen at a 4.39 ERA with a 1.48 whip. But still, he'll be under contract. He'll be brought back. He'll be still part of this pen next year. Rogers, we'll see. Like I said, I like changing the bullpen up year to year. I think it's the best way to go. Yordan Alvarez is going to lead. He's going to win the batting title. Schwarber ends up with 49 homers. Same with the Alvarez. So they tie with 49. Ian Happ with 48. There's Trout and Soto at 47. Nick Kurtz ended up with 42. Brent Rooker 42. Ohtani hit 40. Alvarez, he almost won the Triple Crown. Technically tied with Schwarber. He just about did it. I mean, if you kind of count it that way, you could say, man, what a season for Yordan Alvarez. Guy's an absolute beast. I mean, that one home run, what he hit like a week or two ago, just the sound of the bat, it was like an explosion went off. It was crazy. Ellie's going to lead in stolen bases. Look at Gunnar Henderson with 35 and Zach Neto with 33. Yeah, over 1,000 OPS. Trout was number 2 in the majors in OPS. Zach Wheeler with 20 wins. He is your only 20-win pitcher this year. There's Skeens, man. Please. Just make sure he's not locked up. I want to at least have a shot at Paul Skeens. I don't think we're even going to get a shot. Look at Phil Maton. 62 saves. See, the whole thing, like, I'm talking because look at Joe Ryan. Joe Ryan, a fantastic pitcher. He has a possibility of being traded in real life this year because the Twins could be in rebuild mode. Like, I think Joe Ryan's on his final year. You know, they don't get rid of him. Are you going to re-sign him? What if he just goes to free agency? You got nothing for him? I don't know. We'll see. Here's your final standings. Red Sox win the division. Orioles and Yankees will be 2 of the 3 wild cards. Jays miss out. And the Rays finished down there in last place. But Red Sox, 93 wins, looking pretty good. Guardians win that division, 88 wins. Tigers, 82 wins, not enough. And the Mariners are the 1 seed in the AL playoffs, 94 wins to win the division. And yeah, Athletics, 87 wins. They get a wild card. They have a lot of talent. Let's see. Tigers missed it by a game. Yeah, we were 8 games out. We finished the season 8-2 in our last 10, so we finished well. It's not going to help us in that possibly get a higher draft pick, but it's whatever. Phillies, 103 wins. They win that division. Braves at 85 wins, and they do not get into the playoffs. Cubs win the Central with 100 wins. Reds, 86 and 76. Same with the Brewers. 2 wild cards there, and the Dodgers, best record at 104, and the Diamondbacks with 92 wins are in. So Diamondbacks, Reds, Brewers are your wild card teams. Man, the Braves, 85 wins. Just not enough. Missed out by a game. Taking a look at the bracket. So you have in the AL wild card, Orioles, Athletics, Yankees, Guardians. In the NL, you got Reds, Diamondbacks, Brewers, Cubs. So let's sim through. I'm not going to sim it all at once. We'll just sim through real quickly, just see how everything plays out. And take your guess right now. Who do you think's winning the World Series? Seattle's the defending champs. So the Orioles sweep the Athletics. Yankees sweep the Guardians. Reds sweep the Diamondbacks. And the Brewers sweep the Cubs, which sets up Mariners, Orioles, Red Sox, Yankees, Dodgers, Reds, and Phillies, Brewers for your divisional series each way. All right. Who's going to make it to the CS? Oh, Seattle sweeps the Orioles. The Red Sox take 3 of 4 from the Yankees. The Reds take down the Dodgers, and the Phillies take down the Brewers. Wow, the Dodgers they're kind of doing Dodger things. Best record in baseball, and then in the playoffs, can't get it done. Now, we'll see what happens in real life this year. But as for the AL and NLCS, The Red Sox take down the defending champions in 7, and the Phillies beat the Reds in 6. So we got a Red Sox, Phillies, World Series. Who's going to be the champs this year? It's going to be the Boston Red Sox have won the 2027 World Series. So now going into next year, the Red Sox will be the defending champs. Abreu's going to win your World Series MVP, couple of home runs, 4 RBI. Roman Anthony wins your ALCS MVP. Yeah, let's go to awards. So Yordan Alvarez is going to win the MVP. Man, I was hoping Trout would at least be in there. Garrett Crochet, back-to-back Cy Youngs. And we knew he won the batting title. Garrett Whitlock's going to win your Reliever of the Year award here in the AL. Rookie of the Year, Kevin McGonigal is going to win Rookie of the Year for Detroit. Mackenzie Hunter, the guy that was drafted in this draft this past season, already up the bigs. He finishes second. A lot of talent there in Tampa Bay, though. Go through the Gold Gloves. Is it a possibility that anybody got a Gold Glove for us? No. Silver Slugger. I think Trout should win a Silver Slugger award. I would hope. And he does. So Trout will win a Silver Slugger. At least we got that. That's really cool. All right, let's go to the NL real quick. MVP is going to be Ian Happ. Great season for the Reds. I mean, they get to the NLCS. It's a great season. Skeens is going to win the Cy Young. They did not make the playoffs, the Pirates, so that's helping us for trades, right? Alec Boehm's going to win the batting title in the NL. Reliever of the Year, Phil Maton, 62 saves. Just a fantastic season. Carlos Guardado is going to win the Rookie of the Year for the Giants. And we'll just skip through this really quickly. Ohtani wins that. And if you really want to see it, obviously you can pause it, go ahead. But that is the awards for this season. And that's going to finish off season number 2. So, disappointing we missed out in the playoffs. But still, a 24-game improvement, 75 wins. We're trending in the right direction. We're still going to stay aggressive in the offseason. Try to build up this pitching to be one of the top dominant pitching staffs in baseball. You're going to see some infused young guys come up, no doubt about it. So it's going to be an interesting offseason, but I like where we're going, and I think this is the biggest offseason because we could possibly make the playoffs next year. But that's going to do it for this one. Thank you guys so much for watching. Just continue to hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, and I will see you in the next one. You guys have a good one. Bye-bye.